and speaks to them well.
Thanks, Jay. So something interesting happened with this account recently. Like a lot of us, you may have seen webinars recently. We were engaged with another leader at the account. In the last 2 or 3 weeks before the roadshow, Tara was basically promoted over the course of a weekend, and her kind of remit expanded from 6 people to 70, and she's fully in charge of the marketing organization at New American Funding. And so it's something unique about her experience over the past few weeks is that writer has been like, I would almost say like a crutch for her. Like it's been both like a motivator and like a best friend as she's taken on this role. She will say the same thing. I'm not putting words in her mouth. We'll hear a little bit about that. But it's been really interesting to see her mindset as she's changed into this new role and how AI has really helped to unlock a new strategy for her and get her even more visibility with her executive leadership. So why don't you go ahead and play the clip, Danielle, please? It's a little long.
So in my deep dive conversations in my new role, I kept hearing the same thing over and over. It was a compliance issue that was slowing everybody down. We're financial services, mortgage marketing, heavily regulated. So of course we have to be careful, lots of auditing and all of that. But it was taking 2 to 3 weeks for a marketing asset to pass through our compliance and legal team. Compound that by 70 team members and 20 different campaigns. That's a lot of time wasted. So, I really kind of came to Karen early in the morning and said, can we build, because we already had our compliance guidelines in Writer, but could we connect Writer to our content hub, which is Microsoft SharePoint, that houses every single legal document, loan type document, product document that we have at New American Funding? Could we connect them so that anything that's in SharePoint is now in Writer in real time? So a legal team member uploads a new disclosure, boom, it's in Writer. She's like, I don't know if IT is gonna, let us do that. So we started with IT and got them on board with trying it. Let us build the thing and try it. And then the next question was meeting with legal and compliance, and that was super fun because we had to really prove that we can use the tool to replace them, essentially. They're busy. They don't really want to be doing it, to your point earlier. So we built something called a compliance playbook in Writer that has a compliance confidence score. So from 0 to 100, 100 being the best score you can get. And it's checking against all of our legal documents. So it's generating the content with all of the legal disclosures and red flags in mind. It gives you a compliance confidence score. If the score is not over 85, Writer will say, it's missing this disclosure, this language is inflammatory, you can't substantiate this claim. Do you want to fix it? Writer will fix it for you and spit out a new confidence score, which typically is between 95 and 100. And then we have this whole report. It's called a compliance report and a score. And then we connected it to Asana, which is our content management tool. And we can automatically post the report and the score in our Asana ticket. And that's our paper trail. So when we get audited or we have to do some sort of report for the legal team, we can filter in Asana all of our tickets. We will always have a record that marketing asset passed the compliance report and has a score of 100. And so when we showed that, we built it first and we showed it to the legal team and they were really happy. I mean, I was shocked because for them, it's just less work, right? And we have hundreds and hundreds of assets going out all the time. So then I took it to my boss, the president, and she said, go. And I said, look, we can what if this to death, right? We can, because there's always going to be a nuance, especially with legal, but we're going to kill a good idea if we do that. I say, let's just launch it and then we'll adjust as needed. She luckily is on the same page and that's what we did. So we rolled that out last week. And every single day in the Teams chat, somebody's sharing a win and, oh my gosh, I got 100 out of 100 and it took 5 minutes. Something that took 2 to 3 weeks now is taking 5 to 10 minutes. So it was a very quick win for me in my new role. And Karen recorded a video to show you all kind of how it works in the playbook.
Here's an example of the playbook in action. All the connections are already set up for you. Here is Asana and SharePoint. You put in your content request here, be as detailed as possible. You have the option to enter your Asana ticket link here, or you can also do it at the end, and any reference materials that you would like it to also include. And then you hit Run Playbook. There are also additional skills pre-attached to this playbook, such as NAF logos and branding, and a compliance competence score that is very important, as well as our editorial style guide. In this example, we're creating a USDA loan flyer. As you can see, the playbook is acquiring the necessary skills, connecting to SharePoint, and searching and downloading relevant content. Once that's complete, it prompts you with the review. The first draft scored 75 out of 100, meaning it needs revision. It identified a missing disclosure, flagged as critical, and a major unsubstantiated claim. And it asks whether you'd like to address them, and you reply yes. After confirming the adjustments, the playbook makes the edits automatically. The score is now 95 out of 100, approved. All required elements have been added, and the playbook is now building the final HTML flyer. From here, you can add the compliance report and audit trail to the Asana ticket. If you didn't enter the ticket at the start, you can add it at this step. As you can see, the integration automatically uploads the compliance confidence score to the Asana ticket. The detailed compliance report breaks down the score, lists any violations, warnings, and passing criteria, and shows which compliance documents were reviewed when they were uploaded, and any final notes. It checks against fair lending, RESPA, non-discrimination, accessibility, clarity, brand voice, and the equal housing lender statement, all shown in green here. Back in the writer session window, you also get a detailed compliance report here. Here is a preview of the completed flyer. It includes all required buyer disclaimers and the logo along with the final copy. There's also a product source report that shows exactly which SharePoint sites were referenced to build this document. Many of the links are clickable so you can verify the references directly. Very detailed and fully auditable.
So that's what we rolled out last week.
Right, Danielle. So to take us home, we just have two more questions for Jake.